It's been a while since I've live streamed. I've been gone because I've been not sleeping at all. So I missed the last two trading days, today and yesterday, which is fine because I don't want to be executing when I'm exhausted. That's exactly, or not thinking straight, making good decisions. Um, Even though there were great setups, but yeah, it sucks to miss them. But I'm not gonna allow myself to take losses doing stupid shit, man. But today, anyways, is July 10th. It's the end of the day, Wednesday. We just had futures reopen a little bit ago, an hour ago. So I wanted to do a quick review over the last 2 days since I haven't really been active or doing my diligence with the game plans or anything. So we're just gonna do a quick review, just like on the higher time frame, starting with the dailies. So yeah, Tuesday, big get the fuck out day. Could have went long on the Dow, didn't. Same thing with today. Big expansion candle, market structure shift, big fair value gap here. Um, but yeah, barely closing above yesterday and already rebalancing this. But anyways, that's still a good gap. These are relative equal highs, and we've been bearish, so I'm actually in a swing short now. Obviously, easily get taken out. I think this could easily head higher, or maybe even fill this little daily fair value gap. But at the same time, we've been failing all the highs for displacements, so I would expect the same here. Maybe tomorrow CPI is a manipulation, and then at least a trade down into, probably down in here at least below this low is what I'd think. So there's the Dow. Let's just, oops. There's the last daily fair value gap if it shows up. 4 hour clear market structure shift. So if I was to switch my bias long, I would get in here. It's pretty obvious, price action. So if we get a big displacement and we hold tomorrow, then that'll change the way I see it, and I might not even hit my stop. I might just get out if it does something like that. But yeah, we've displaced here. So this is the current range we'd want to see. Obviously, equal highs. We could just reject here and then come back into a discount. We don't need to go lower, but to me, that's the macro analysis for me. So yeah, that's basically it for the Dow. I'm actually just going to go ahead and write my next day outlook. Could easily sweep higher against my short, but happy to see it. If I remain bullish, I would want to get, long into the discount from today's big move. But at the same time, I'm short. So, I'm ready to see how we react to CPI. So yeah, down here, if we're gonna come down, we're gonna go down deep because there's equal highs here. And at the same time, if we do that, it's like most likely we'll hit the bottom of the range because there's equal lows here too. So yeah, to me that's the macro trade, is to play this range. I'll probably scale out of my position bit by bit. If yeah, excuse me. So yeah, that's the Dow. Let's just quick look at Russell, since this is kind of what I've been really wanting to play. We've created equal highs, so to me that makes a lot of sense for us to come back down internal and possibly bounce here. So I could look for a long, just double check. This has all been rebalanced. So yeah, I'd like a long, possibly using this order block, and even lower these. I have 30-minute fair value gaps. So if we came down and we didn't take this high, my logic would be we would be manipulating lower to go higher, and if we don't, we'd be manipulating higher now that we've manufactured equal highs to go lower. So this could easily, come take this out too. If we go to the weekly, let's mark out. I've already been looking at all this, so I was kind of prepared actually. So yeah, that would be the draw. So yeah, we'll see lots of scenarios. We've really respected this leg this week from Monday. That trade I took, missed two good trades, one here and inside of here, which is the same trade, and then this one into this 4-hour market structure shift. Totally missed that one, which sucks. That one was really easy and I just didn't see it, and I hadn't slept, so it just sucks, but that's how it goes. But yeah, we've taken this liquidity and displaced it, so I think odds are this order block would probably hold. Doesn't yeah. But yeah, either way, we'd like to see a pullback if we can. I doubt we'd go too deep because we do have this area here in alignment with this, and we've already rebalanced this range, and then we've rebalanced this range, and then manufactured liquidity and then took it out, and then yeah, so I like this range, especially in confluence with this area for a pullback and continuation manipulation. So let me write this one down too. Ooh, whoops, we got to write out the Russell. I like manipulations long and short. Oh, I don't know if I'd get short. I like manipulations long for if we take out that high, or if we dip to take it out afterwards. Okay. But yeah, I think we need to really stay focused on the higher time frame PD arrays. This one's been this wick here though, man, I really do like these areas here. The 1 hour, we do have a fair value gap, and this is the current range we've displaced here. So yeah, if this took this out, odds are we'd come lower. So actually, yeah, I think using, is this a 4-hour candle? Yeah. So using the 4-hour candle here, which would be this one below this. Yeah, so this order block, I think this is the order block here. Man, so big. So big, man. Alright, 15-minute, not helpful either. What's that look like? Yeah. I would like to play not the wick. I don't really like the wicks. But that would make sense if we came down, took out this kind of low, and then we just rip back up holding this order block. So yeah, I like the order block. The 1 hour order block, but only if we don't take the high first. which seems unlikely. It's just interesting because I want to long the Russell, and this is where I think people get contradicted and worry about what I'm doing. I'm biased short on the Dow, and these are supposed to be, SMT in confluence. The thing is, though, with the full narrative of what I'm looking for, we're way suppressed on the Russell. So I could easily see Russell really gaining steam, even though the Dow is pulling back. As in, like, look at this. Let's look at this. Look at the higher time frame. Look at the Dow. And look at the Russell. So you can see this leg down was just a reaccumulation for the Dow. Whereas in the Dow, we are weaker in the Dow here. So we've been consolidating flat on the Russell, while the Dow on this move really rallied above these highs. So this was a big move here, but you can just see how weak it was. So even though the Dow might be pulling back, every time we get a pullback, I expect the Dow will be pulling back. I'd expect there to be up moves too in the Dow. Like they'll still be moving together, so maybe my short might be just totally wrong, which I'm happy with, and I'm happy with that because I'll be trading the Russell if I'm wrong. So if I'm wrong, I'll take a 1 loss, or maybe 2 if I just had a bad entry or bad stop, which I shouldn't though. Well, forex firms charts are different, so whatever. But anyways, yeah, I'll be longing in this. So if I'm wrong here, I'll win here. So yeah, anyways, there's no issue there for me with that dilemma. But yeah, we could expect a manipulation and hopefully a reaccumulation, and then on that pullback, that's where I'd expect the Dow to be really weak and hopefully deliver to some good price level. And What would that look like here? Well, maybe we take out this high on the Russell, and then we could just consolidate down slowly while the Dow really takes a beating. And then on all the pullbacks on the Dow, upside pullbacks would be like big moves on the Russell. Something like that. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah. So that's kind of the narrative there for me on the Russell and the Dow. Just looking to get long on the Russell. I'm really hunting. I miss these really good trade setups. I wish I could swing this. These stupid Forex firms, which I don't think they don't have the Russell last time I checked. So NASDAQ really ripped this whole week. Look at that big green candle. I'd expect Thursday, Friday to also pull back possibly. Don't need to, but logically, we could come a little higher and then just start a retrace. There's a nice inverse fair value gap here on the 4, which is like beautiful. Look at that. Could have played that. This is my favorite setup, and I missed it. Sucks. Order block. Inverse fair value gap. Not clean on the 4, but you can see that here. There's an inverse fair value gap and then a fair value gap, and then also a fair value gap here. So yeah, there's nothing like saying we're gonna go down, but just with how extended this move is, it's like, okay, I think that's what everyone's waiting for. And then same thing on ES. I think we could easily pull back and then create. I think it's about time we create another range. Oh, another range. So, don't need to, but yeah. Straight line up on the ES. Look how high we've gone. It's crazy. So yeah, there's this area down here that is likely we could have a deep pullback all the way back into here, which would be interesting. But anyways, looks like we're already getting the juice out before the cuts, which is so interesting. But yeah, all this is a liquidity void. I'd expect. Wow, is this all today? This is crazy. Missed it here. This was the other trade that I missed here. I missed it here, and then it also delivered. But then there was another entry, and just didn't see it, and wasn't trading either. So would have been a crazy one if you held a runner, but I probably would have gotten all out here, and then maybe more out, little measure move, standard deviation type of thing out above there. So yeah, just gotta wait for this to clear up. Doesn't need to completely pull back at all, but yeah, we're bullish until we're not. So for me, this is hard to really. This is what I like to see. Like right here could have been another setup with this displacement here above this candle. If this pulled back, that could have been another setup for this explosive move. But yeah, we're kind of just waiting to see what happens here. This is more like a intraday type setups in here. Like these all happen within the same day, all the ones that I missed. So I'm not looking for anything on the higher time frame. I'm just going to be looking on the lower time frame for the price action. So yeah, I think I kind of just missed it all. which is funny. We're rallying before CPI. It's just like, to me, that's a manipulation. So I think down is actually the next logical thing, which supports this whole idea. So Russell, maybe Russell here is going to really take steam from all these guys, and yeah, maybe it'll pull back, but show lots of relative strength versus these. So yeah, watching for reversals on NASDAQ and ES. Playing the manipulation for some sort of crazy CPI. Oh, maybe we have a big surprise tomorrow. So, as for the dollar, I think currencies are kind of where I'd have easier setups. Speaking of, yeah, anyways, whatever. So the dollar this week has, it's just rebalanced some of the range. We don't need to rebalance it right now per se, but I don't expect this to just dump all the way to these relative equal lows before we cut. So I'd expect this to work out this area. Maybe it takes this, comes back up here, and then we have, it's August or September by then, and then it's the Fed decision, and they finally cut, and boom, we get our final delivery, and then it's like game over. So yeah, fair value gap forming on the weekly. We've already retraced a little bit, and now it looks like we're rolling over, but doesn't necessarily mean we are, but likely that we are, because that's the initial bias here. So DXY still bearish, looking for Forex trades will be easy. Forex is in play. Do your diligence and make a pivot into them again, like I did a few months ago. Daily biases. Yeah, bearish on dollar. And Dow Jones, and waiting for reaction at equal highs, RTY, and pullbacks on other indexes. Depends. First, initially, I want yeah, that just kind of clarified it for me. So yeah, if the Russell doesn't give me the pullback that I want before we take out those highs, which I think it's going to do, at least the weekly high, then what we do is we pivot towards watching them as they come back, them as in also the Dow, and waiting for some sort of SMT into, those, into this range, see how the Russell reacts here, and then obviously maybe make a trade. But if not, yeah, we'd look for a low to be broken, which is where you get SMT. So we could use SMT other ways, and we'll use that too. So we'll be looking into how that works. I need to set alerts, so let's go ahead and set, this would be a nice level to watch for to be broken. Same thing here for me. ES, it's not really, this is just hard because it's not, there's nothing like super, what was the one I was looking for here? We already hit that order block. So yeah, this one would be clean. Russell, same thing here. Once we fill this liquidity void, and once we take out this high, I want to know. All right, the oat dollar, if we come rally above this high too, I want to know. And if we take out this low, I want to know. Okay, cool. Where are we kind of failing? We failed here on dollar. We already know that. We've displaced here on Russell, so yeah, that's why I like that. So we failed here, but I'd expect this to be taken still. The Dow, we've already failed here, so that's supporting my thesis, which is great. And these have not failed, and we'd expect these to create a market structure shift failure by literally selling off Thursday and Friday. That'd be ideal. Which then we'd look for this range for like swing shorts. And yeah, that's great. That's a great analysis. Sucks to miss it, but to me, that just tells me my analyses are amazing. I'm spotting things. I'm missing them because I'm sleeping bad, which is, to me right now, the situation I'm in right now, that's great because I'm seeing great setups and I have an eye for it now, which is like, boom, the next thing to do is just take them and, you know, keep taking them until we get some more data and we make changes if we need to. And if not, we just take trades and we win and boom. So yeah, that's the next day analysis. We'll remark this out again in the morning if we freaking sleep. The only reason I'm amped right now is because I went on a long run and just feeling great for some reason. But yeah, there we go. This range, if I would get into like a macro swing long on ES or Dow Jones, I'd want to see us pull back into this range and possibly yeah, whatever. Anyways, big shift in the market, I think, for tomorrow. Big things about to happen. Big changes, I think. So, yep, that's the live. That's the plan for tomorrow. I need to do some more studying for episode 12 on the 2022 mentorship because there are some little key nuggets in there that I haven't fully worked out and incorporated into the way I view the market. So I got to do that. Still got to look at the flow. I still got to look at how to look at historical premiums by expiry because I don't think those daily charts reflect it that I already see, so I got to do that. Other than that, that's it. Bye.